It is a Saturday, and we are almost at the end of our 30 days weight loss challenge. How are you all doing? Are you still feeling good? How did you spend your day today? I had a lot of chores to do, so I was busily working, taking care of some personal matters and trying my best not to eat any form of a junk. And let's see. Oh, welcome to our moderator, Lucy. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm so sorry, but I don't think I'm going to make this show today. I'm not home. I'm outside looking at some weird things called people. And you actually deserve to be out, Lucy. She has been great. We have been running our 30 days weight loss challenge for 30 days. And we also did our 25 days skincare challenge, and that was every night. And Lucy was on every single night. So I am more than happy that she's taking off the night to get, a little bit of, you know, self-care, self-love, taking care of herself. Now, not because Lucy is not here, it doesn't mean that the show is not going to go on. What it means is that you need to keep your chat clean, and you need to respect the YouTube rules and regulation, and try to be respectful on the chat. What Lucy does on the chat is basically to take care of, any form of unnecessary comment, or comment that really do not belong on the chat. Now, have you been drinking your water? I have been drinking my water, and I starting to love water again. So I hope you all are drinking your water. Now, we are doing our 30 days weight loss challenge, and so far, so good. We're almost at the end of the challenge. I was telling you last week that this week would be like the easiest week for me, eliminating carbohydrate. However, I find this week to be challenging. But I think that with everything that you're doing, when it comes on near to the end, that is when the struggle, start happening. I think you feel that, you are doing good and you can slacken up a bit. I'm not gonna really fall for it. We have a Saturday, which is almost over. We have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We are coming in with our final weight loss numbers. So be careful about this weekend. Do not get complacent. Do not feel like, oh, the 30 days challenge is almost over, so we really do not need to be mindful. This is the week that you have to push, because when you are near to the end, the weight could just, you could just, go off track pretty easily. So we are just going to talk a bit about how you are doing and how we need to be, doing to get our weight to the 10 pounds down. All right, so smoothies. Has anyone been drinking their smoothies this week? If you have been drinking smoothies religiously, and if you have seen any difference with the way you go, and also the way your body is feeling from drinking the smoothies, please comment. As anyone has been going straight up, strict, high protein, low carb diet this week? That is what we're doing. But I'm just talking about like really being strict with not consuming much of carbohydrates. Please comment. Welcome to our members of the channel. We have Jill, we have Cynthia, we also have Loretta, Golden Child. Hi Cynthia, welcome. I haven't seen you for a couple days. Now Loretta, yes, I see a big difference. So Loretta is seeing different, just switching around. Has anyone been doing the meal replacement and is finding it to be very rewarding? If you are, please comment. Hello Georgia Paisley, how are you? Good night. Margaret, Avril, and Keisha, how you doing? Beverly, good night. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you on the chat. That's Beverly Farah B. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me. Hi Titi, how are you? Now I have been doing my smoothies, and I have also been doing my high protein. high protein. However, that is what really works for me. What I find is a bit of an issue is that when it comes on to roundabout this time of the night, sometimes I feel like I want something sweet, because that is normally the habit anyway, where I normally go and get something sweet. But I'm trying to restrain from the sweetness, and probably try a little bit of a peanut butter, which is high in protein. So that's what I have been doing. I already have an idea of how much I'm going to lose, and I did lose a few pounds, and I'm so happy. So I hope you are following. Margaret, eating the fruit instead of making the smoothie as a meal replacement, that is also very, very good. You can eat the fruit or you can make the smoothie. As a matter of fact, depending on the fruit that you're eating, it's also good because you get all that roughage from the fruit. And Cynthia, busy at work for the past week. Chichi, hope it will be over soon. Okay, yes, so I know it, once you mentioned that you're in either the accounting world or the medical field. All right, so yeah, so that is what has been going on. Now let us talk about protein. Let's talk a little bit about protein. We came on the other day and we mentioned to eat a high protein diet. Now, where do you get your protein, and what are some of the best protein to eat when you are looking to lose weight? Now, protein is protein, one would say, but you have healthier version where you're not only going to get just protein, but you could also get omega-3, and that is like eating like fish and salmon, and even, believe it or not, eating fish like mackerel and trout and snapper and all of that. But salmon is high in omega-3, and it is a healthy form of a protein when you're watching your weight. In spite of the fact that it do contain omega-3, it does not have a lot of fat, to offset anything that you are doing. That's a healthy protein to eat. Another protein that is healthy to eat is lean chicken, like chicken breast. Some people don't really like too much of a chicken breast, but chicken breast is vital because you can actually either roast it, or you can actually put it on the grill, or you could cut it up in fine strip, toss it in a saucepan, and pour it over your salad. So that's another way you can get really good protein with less fat. Another protein that is good to eat when you're watching your weight is also beef, but you don't need to eat a lot of beef like every day. Once a week eating beef is good because beef also is rich in iron, and you need that. And also beef liver is good to eat when you are watching your weight and doing your protein intake. Now, if you are vegan like I am, you have to be very, 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 very mindful of where you get your protein from. I do a lot of a vegan meat substitute, and I recently found this just egg substitute, which I use to make my my scrambled eggs, and also my omelet, which I load my omelet with vegetables like broccoli and crushed carrots and stuff like that, sweet pepper, and a little bit of a basil, and those kind of things. I just fold those up and eat it. And then I do this meat that is called seitan, but I do not eat a lot of that because that is actually made from flour. Really, it is actually made from gluten, and you don't want to eat too much of a gluten. Apart from that, I do eat peas, but I don't eat a lot because that also is loaded with carbohydrate. But you can mix and match. My go-to is really a lot of greens. And the more the merrier. You can actually sit and eat a big bowl of salad without all of the extra additives, and you're still gonna feel full, just a little piece of a meat on the top. That's me because I'm vegan. But if you are not, you can actually eat a nice sized piece of a salmon, a nice sized piece of a chicken breast, a nice sized piece of a beef steak or beef ribs or whatever it is, without all of the extra added, with a small salad, and you are good to go. And Golden Child, you can use flaxseed to make scrambled vegan egg. Yes, I actually use the flaxseed to bake, but I find this, you know, just eggs, just like really, really satisfying and tasteful. So any comments? I find it hard to eat a high protein diet because I am vegetarian, and that is what I was talking about. Golden Child, it's very, you know, very, very difficult because most of the plant protein per se is from vegetables that are high in carbohydrates. So you got to really learn how to switch it up a bit. But I am doing well so far, and really counting and checking the amount of carbohydrates that I am taking in. Now, when it comes on to water, let's talk a little bit about water. How is your water intake going? So far, I have been, and like right now, I feel like I could drink some water. I'm loving water again. Are you keeping up with the water amount? For some people, it's difficult, especially if you're not used to it. But if you just keep going, I am doing pretty fine. I'm having like 4 of these every day, and you know, even at night, just before I go to bed, I'm sipping on the water, and that has been working out really, really well. How is your water intake going? Comment. If you're watching and you're drinking your 48 ounces or to 64 ounces of water, let me hear from you. Also, guys, if you have a tip, any form of a tip that can help us to get through the other 3 days and actually lose at least a 2 or a 3 pounds more, please comment so we can, you know, follow suit. My sister used Just Eggs also, and that's from Cynthia. And yeah, the Just Eggs is really good. The only downside to the Just Eggs that I don't like is that it expires really, really quick. The shelf life is not long as, you know, regular eggs, so you really need to use it up. As when you open it, you know, use it up within that week so that it doesn't really go bad. And like me, who don't have the time to make breakfast like every morning, it could be an issue, you know. But if you have like a family and all of that, it's just perfect because you can use it 2 or 3 times. I use it like 4 times because it's just me who is eating it. So hi, Evelyn Yuck, you're amazing. Thank you for that. All right, so we are talking about things that we're eating and how we can, utilize how we can add more protein to our diet to help to get rid of the weight. Now, if you're just joining, you know nothing about what we're talking about or what we're doing. We're actually doing a weight loss challenge, and it's a 30 days weight loss challenge, 10 pounds in 30 days. How to lose 10 pounds in 30 days and actually keep the 10 pounds off. That is our goal. Whatever we lose, we're not trying to put it back on. So what we're doing is not necessarily dieting, even though we're using the word diet because, you know, it's just an habit for us to use the word diet when we're trying to lose weight. We're trying to lose weight in a healthy fashion. We're trying to develop a new ways of eating and, you know, and eating healthy and make better choices. However, this week, our final week, we're trying to eat a high protein diet, very low carb. Mostly we're trying to stick to at least 40 grams of carbohydrates per day. I know it's difficult, but we just set that target as a guideline. So if you eat 80 grams of carbohydrate for the day, we're not going to fight you down. Once you eat a small portion, just a guideline to help. And our way of losing that 10 pounds is not to be dieting. We start out by just eating half of the amount of food we normally eat without cutting anything. We were still eating just as regular, just eat a small portion. And then as we go along, we drop things, we add things, we subtract things. And right now for this week, we are at a low protein diet. So that's what we have been doing. And we're not eating a low protein diet every day of the week. We're eating 2 days and skip 1 day, 2 days and skip 1 day. So that makes it more fun for us and also a more healthier way to get the weight off without feeling deprived, and also a way that you can actually practice when the challenge is over. If you have a comment, go ahead and comment. We have someone new, Durgadv. Welcome. Short Lady C, how are you, my friend? Welcome. I think I drink about 32 ounces of water, and I need to in real my water intake. You need to increase your water intake. That's what I think you're saying. But for 32 to 40 ounces, you're not doing bad at all. Gradually increase the water intake as we did for this weight loss challenge. Now, if you are not able to do your high protein this week, what is it you have been eating? And are you still eating a half of the amount that you normally eat? And are you trying to do the meal replacement? So here is what we're doing if you just joined. For this week, which we are in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're at around about 5 to 4 days into this week challenge. For this week, we are not eating after 7 p.m. For this week, we are drinking 48 to 64 ounces of water, and I'm doing my 64, doing well. For this week, we are trying to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Another thing we're doing is working out, and we hardly talk about workout on this challenge. Okay, we already talk about it, but I encourage everyone to work out because it's vital for you to work out so that your body will stay, tuned. So we're working out, and we're trying to work out at least 45 minutes to an hour. We actually start the challenge by working out for just 15 minutes, and we increase it as the weeks goes by. So right now we're at 45 to an hour, which is amazing. We're also cutting back on all the sweets that we're eating. So we eliminate stuff like ice cream, sweet cookies, anything that is high in sugar, we try to eliminate it. The next thing that we're doing, we're using a meal replacement. So we're having either smoothie or a light salad for one of our regular meal, which is still half of what we normally eat. So those are some of the things that we have been doing this week to help us to get to the extra 2 pounds, the extra 3 pounds that we so want to lose. Now, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it right now, because we're going to talk about something else. We're going to actually talk about flushing the system out. Flushing the system out. And by that, I mean not only by drinking water, but by eating stuff or drinking juice and stuff like that, that can actually help us to go to the bathroom on a regular, meaning that we're going to spend a little extra time in the bathroom doing our number 2. So that's what we want to talk about. So if you have a question before we move on, comment. I know some people don't really, hello, Annie, E-N-I, how are you? No, you didn't miss a lot. And I just want to hear from you. You are new on the chat for 2 days ago. I want to hear from you how the 2 days has been for you. Are you like really still motivated, and are you really eating your high protein and doing some of the things that is required of you for this week on the chat? All right, so doing number 2. Don't be afraid to talk about it, because it's a part of life, and it's also very, very healthy when you can do number 2 once per day. Now, for some of you who are doing the challenge and drinking your water, now let's talk about it. How is your number 2 going? Or do you find that you're going less? Do you find that you're going more? Are you going more than once per day? Are you having soft, or are you having hard? Do you think this challenge is helping you in any way when it comes on to doing number 2? Okay, so honestly, this is the best place for me. I've been trying to lose weight for so long, and you can. You just have to keep going. So some hustle is very good regular, and some Loretta going more now, which is good. Joy, sup everyone, welcome Joy, Creative Perfection. I feel always hungry, and that shouldn't really be that you feel always hungry. You actually should feel a little more energized at this time. 1 month into it, you should be more energized. So what you need to do is to drink water. Now, whenever you feel hungry, you can actually snack on, you might not like to hear this, but you could snack on like like celery stick with a little peanut butter. I talk a lot about the peanut butter because it's a protein. You can also eat an apple, that can help, or some fruits or berries that could help, and drink some water, just, you know, and or even a cup of tea that will help you to get rid of that crave. Now, Taryn, I always go several times a day. Taryn, you have been eating really, really well for that to happen. And Addie is regular, and Rosie, I go twice a day. It's helping. I also notice I boil lemon and water in the morning. That really make me go throughout the day. So that is what we're going to talk about right now on the chat. If you are anything that is natural, guys, it have to be natural. We don't want them to block our chat. It have to be something natural that you can actually whip up in your kitchen and, you know, help to flush the toxin. Like the celery juice help to flush the toxin, and it also help you to go. That is one thing I know. You can also drink like cucumber water, that will also help, or cucumber juice, that will help you to go. You can also have lemon juice. You can do lemon juice, and you can mix it with a little bit of like turmeric powder, and, you know, brew it like a tea. And green tea mixed with like even the dry orange peel and parsley boiled together. Those are some of the things that can help you to go and flush the system out. Another thing, fiber like oatmeal can really help you to go. You can eat your oranges and eat the gut of the orange, like, you know, just peg it or peel it, you know, and when you peel the orange, instead of cutting it with this way, you just open it, take the seed out, and eat all of that roughage. That can help you to go. You also can go with prune. Does anyone know about the prune? If you have like the prune juice or you eat prune, that can actually help you to go and really help you to go. Let's see who have a comment that's, you know, another natural way of helping to eliminate a toxin from the body. Joy, I'm going more times, 3 to 4 times, because I'm drinking the water, and I mostly have hot water. So that can actually help you to go. Now, if you're wondering why are we talking about lemon, ginger, and cucumber water, very, very good also. Now, I have apple cider, lemon, ginger, garlic, orange juice, peppermint tea bag, and hot water, and the cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper. If you can tolerate pepper, add a little pepper to your diet. That is helping to speed up metabolism, and it also, because it's speeding that up, it makes everything work faster and flush the system out. And Taryn, I believe I go to the bathroom twice a day because I drink lemon water, apple cider vinegar, and a pinch of turmeric and cayenne pepper. And another day I drink the celery juice and date and fig also. But I like Taryn recipe of drinking lemon water with apple cider vinegar and a pinch of turmeric and the same cayenne pepper, which will help you to go. Now, when it comes on to losing weight, going to the do number 2 is vital. Going to do number 2 is vital. You need to do number 2 every day. And if you are healthy enough and keep all of that going out twice per day is very, very good. Not only that, when you do number 2, it may, and on a regular, cleaning the body out, it actually help you to move. It actually help you to feel more awake, more vitalized, more energized. So we're sharing tips on how to help you to go in a natural way, all natural and healthy ingredient. So Taryn, it's actually best to drink room temperature, not hot water. I read this in a book and learned from a homeopathic doctor. So you are saying that it's best to drink room temperature water. I normally do room temperature water, and that is because I actually drink more water when I do room temperature water. So even if I'm doing like anything cucumber water mix, whatever, I still will take it out, put beside me, and drink it when it's not very cold. If it's too cold, I just take forever to finish a bottle. But once it's room temperature, it just go down. Room temperature water with the apple cider vinegar and dried lemon. And now I know that they have names for lemon. I used to just think lemon is lemon or kefir lime or lime, but now you are, you know, teaching me something. Essie, my hubby bought me a lot of dates as a snack. Is that good? Now, when it comes on to date is very, very sweet, very, very sweet. So you got to be mindful of the sugar intake, but at least 3 to 4 dates per day is good because it do help you to go to the bathroom. But if you like dates a lot and you want to eat like, you know, a whole bag of dates, that is not good because it's too much sugar in the date. Okay, so Jill is also telling you that there's a lot of sugar in the date, so you got to be mindful of that. Margaret, would you not consider adding apple cider and lemon together? Too much acid, I can only use the lemon. And that's another thing when it comes on to apple cider vinegar and when it comes on to lemon, you got to know how your system, not everyone can tolerate the two mixed together, apple cider vinegar and then lemon, unless the lemon is boiled. And a lot of people are boiling lemon. When you boil the lemon, it cut back on all of the acid that is in it, and then you can mix it with the apple cider vinegar, which is only 1 teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar. So be mindful of, you know yourself and know what you can take. Okay, definitely know how much of the acid that you can deal with on your stomach. Maxine Carter, room temperature water is best for the digestive system. And why am I thinking that I know this name, Maxine Carter? Like, I guess every time I came across your name, I'm saying something maybe about a couple of years ago from YouTube. But anyway, Sergio, hello everyone. Hello, how are you? So if you're just joining, we are just sharing tips and how healthy and natural ingredients that we use or we practice that we enjoy while we're trying to lose weight to help us to get to number 2 and get to number 2 at least once per day. Now, if you know anything about number 2, some people don't really know much about number 2. Number 2, when you are trying to do number 2, pebbles is no good. Okay, pebbles for number 2 is absolutely no good. If you are having pebbles, you need water, you need oatmeal, you need orange gut, like you need all of that fiber to help to flush it out and speed things up to make it get more softer. When it comes on to hard, no pebbles, or pebbles joined together, 1 pebble, 2 pebble dropping, no good. Pebbles joined together on a bundle is no good also, okay? Pebbles joined together on a bundle is no good. Also, hard, no pebbles is no good. Hard meaning that you got to force, but it come out, but it's no pebble, but it might look a little dark, no good. What is really, really good for number 2 is almost as if you know this, okay, this is gross, but anyway, almost like mayonnaise, that texture, that softness, or when you're making icing for your cake and you're spewing it through that soft texture that is just going around and going around like that, that is a healthy number 2. That is what you need to strive for. If you find that it's hard, you have to force pebbles tight on together or pebbles dropping one, up the water intake. Definitely up the water intake. And guess what? Will help to get rid of the pebbles once you start to drink the water. Move and groove, meaning you got to work out. When you work out, you get rid of all those pebbles. And if you're wondering why are we talking about pebbles and lumpy and all of that, very, very important. We all go to the bathroom. We all go to the bathroom, and we all sometimes have issues when we're going to the bathroom. We all know that we need to know what number 2 should look like, okay? And I have pebbles already, and I have clumpy pebbles already, and I also have hard already, and I also have the nice smooth ones. When you start to eat right and eat healthy and drink the water, you're going to get the nice smooth one, and that is what you are going for. Soft but firm. Okay, all right. So if you have any comments and any, anything that you do to help to get to number 2 on a regular, that is all natural. We are only promoting natural stuff here. Please comment comment. And if you're just joining, we are doing a 30 days weight loss challenge. We're actually trying to develop a lifestyle way of eating to lose the weight and also to keep it off. Today we're talking about eating, healthy protein, high protein diet, eliminating a lot of carbohydrates from our diet. We're also talking about number 2, which is what we were just talking about, how you can actually help your number 2 to feel and look better, and what you need to do to speed that up. Healthy stuff only. On this weight loss challenge, we are doing it the natural way. So we are using natural fruits and natural vegetables, natural food, drinking water, and doing a little practice like working out and also trying to get enough sleep. That is what we're trying to do, to see if we really could lose weight the natural way. And the honest truth is, we are losing weight the natural way. A lot of times, like years ago, when I find like I'm in a struggle to get rid of my weight, I would actually try to find some form of pills or something to speed up the weight loss process. This time I want to lose my weight naturally, and so far for the 1 month, I'm very pleased of the amount of weight that I have lost naturally, okay? Naturally. And after this weight loss challenge is over, we're going to still go on and continue to lose weight, because I need to lose between 35 and 40 pounds. So the 10 pound is not going to cut it. If you want to continue with us on this journey, join our weight loss 30 days weight loss challenge group, and the link is below in the description. When you go on, if you do not answer the questions, we're not going to accept you, because it's a private group. So make sure to answer all the questions, including the one that asks if if you agree to stick to the rules of the page, because we don't want people posting anything that, doesn't have anything to do with weight loss on that page. We don't want you to post somebody else giving a speech or anything. What we want you to post is your food that you're eating, any tip that you have, like if you find something that works, how you make your smoothies, you can share your plate, you can share your salad, stuff like that. And you can even share your working out videos or stuff like that. We are also, Lucy posts something on the challenge, which we're planning and starting on Monday. You can go over there and look. It's actually a series of squatting that we want to do. And every day, like day 1, you do 15 squats. Day 2, you do 20 squats, so on and so forth. All of that is happening over on the Facebook weight loss challenge page. So if you want to participate in that challenge, also go over there, because that's where we're going to be. And we're also going to be doing some rooms. You can have rooms over there where we can get together and you can see me, I can see you, and we all do the discussion. So once it's done on YouTube, we're going to do it on the Facebook page. However, for those of you doing the skincare challenge, we're going to bring that back. We're going to bring back the 25 days skincare challenge, or maybe a week a skincare challenge, something like that. But we're going to take a break after Tuesday. Then I'm going to take a break from the live for a week, and then we come back with the skincare challenge and continue with the weight loss over on Facebook. So if you want to join, go over there and join. So when we start over the 30 days challenge, you will fall right into place. Okay. All right. Any comment? Continue with the comment. Nopal juice is good for the digestive system. Help burn fat. Is good for the heart and contain antioxidant. I do not know what that is. Is it a brand or is it just a juice? I'm being honest, I don't know. It's the first time I'm seeing that. What does it contain? So I am gonna Google it. So I always like to Google stuff that I don't know. PAL, nopal juice. Oh, it's a form of a grass. So it seems like it is a form of a grass. Let's see. Oh no, it's berries or what? Oh, ratchet. Okay, let me see. Okay, my computer is acting up, so I want to see what comment. If you know anything about the nopal juice, let me know and tell me what it is. Somewhat, and this is showing me a blend nopal juice. Oh, this is what they call nopal. Nopal cactus. Is this nopal the cactus? Nopal is a leaf usually. Oh, that, we call it cactus. As a matter of fact, if this is the nopal cactus, it is the okay. So I'm Jamaican, and what we call this, well, I know some people call this ratchet, I think, and some people call this. I'm trying to remember what we call it. If you're Jamaican and you're on and you're watching, remind me what we call this. Toya, I don't remember what we call it, but yeah, we do use this actually to wash hair, and a lot of people, I know some countries, that's when this is very, very young. They also use it to like steam and, put in there like chicken and stuff like that. Now I know, I would say, oh, it's a cactus. Oh, tuna. Yes, 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 yes. That's it. Whoa, yes, that's what we call it back home. Tuna. And we actually cut it open, and we use it to wash our hair. Really, 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 really good. And now they also have like the hair oil using this, the cactus, and that's what they call it, on the hair oil, cactus hair oil, that can help your hair to grow. And I do know that people tend to steam it when it's very young, like on their chicken and stuff like that. So thank you for actually introducing me to the correct word, which is Nepal. Okay, thank you for that. I mean, it's a form of a cactus because they have several different kinds of cactus. I actually went to a cactus field once where they have, I'm not sure if it's about 500 species of cactus. That's somewhere in Vegas. They have a cactus farm. Really, really interesting to see all the variety of cactus. But cactus for us, Jamaican, is tuna, which we use in our hair, and other countries use it for other things. Thank you for telling me about that. I didn't know that they do the juice. So yeah, there's another juice that I have here in the house, and we call it Serasi, but water, oh my goodness. Anyway, when you have the Serasi, if you know what Serasi is, I'm trying to find the other name that they use for it. Some people call it bitter lemon, yeah. But the fruit itself, you juice that fruit, and they now are bottling that juice, and that is also good to drink. You can get it in the health food store to buy, and I'm trying to remember what they call it. But I call it a Serasi, but it's another name that they use for it, which I think is the generic name for it. But that juice is also good to help you to, go, and also other things. Mari, hi. Okay, so thanks and God bless. Thank you for your comment. And yes, it's the Hello family. So if you're on and you normally do, if you have access and you have tried the Nopal drink, comment, and let me hear from you. Now, if you're just joining, we're talking about a healthy diet and vegetables and juice and stuff, healthy and natural, that we can actually eat to help us to do number two on a regular, and to help our number two to get much softer, because we're doing our weight loss challenge and we need to flush the toxin from our body by just eating healthy things. And we also need, to help each other out by sharing what we know and what we use. Weight loss challenge, 30 days. We're almost at the end of it. But this week we're doing a high protein diet. We're also, drinking like healthy smoothies. We're also drinking a lot of water on this challenge. Everything that we're doing is all healthy and all natural. We're using the natural resources to try to get to our weight off in a healthy manner. We're trying to lose no more than 2 to 3 pounds per week, and our goal for 30 days is just 10 pounds. Healthy way. We're not strict where we're telling you that you cannot eat a little bit of a rice and all of that. We gradually work things out. So this is not really a diet. And if you want to see what we were doing, you can click on the link below and watch the playlist to see exactly how we gradually for the past 3 weeks to get to where we are today. And people have been losing so far. Some people lose 11 pounds, 10 pounds, 9 pounds, 8 pounds, you name it. But people have been losing weight in a healthy manner without feeling all stressed out and, feeling deprived. So Sergio, you boiled 2 clean leaves and chopped them and had to blend with 2 freshly squeezed orange from lemon and 1 cup of coconut water. Strain the juice and have 1 cup a day in the AM. So we're talking about the cactus, which is, and I know they sell cactus here in New York because I've seen it in the grocery store before and like the health food market. So I know a lot of people, depending on where you live, you might have access to it. So we also unbreakable people. Yes, it is nopal. In Haiti, they call it cactus. But when I went to Mexico, I found out that it's part of their regular food. And yes, that is where I learned that they do, steam it and they use like the young one and they, steam it up with chicken and all these kind of things and actually eat it. So it's always good to know what other culture are doing, what they eat, because sometimes we have stuff that we don't really use. Like let's say for basil, basil is one of my favorite, and you might hear me mention this before. Basil is one of my favorite herbs, or if you want to call it spice, but herbs really. And when I was growing up, my grandma have a basil plant right at her doorstep, a really nice one that always, look really good. However, what she used the basil to do, which in Jamaica we don't normally see, and if you're on the chat and you're Jamaican, comment if you know about this. We don't call it basil, we call it basil mint. If you know anything old school, you know what I'm talking about. It said it's basil, and we use the word mint at the end. When I, get exposed, I found that it's really basil. But I think they're trying to say basil, but everything get lost in translation, but they call it basil mint. And that basil is my favorite. So we normally have it at tea. Now I came here, and especially when it comes on to like the Italian and all of that, they use it as a herb in your food. You cook with it, you throw it in your meat, you throw it in your soup and all of that. So different countries may have the same thing, but use it in a different way. Now I can't get enough of it. Jacqueline, tuna and aloe vera water. So you mix the ratchet or the now nopal, you mix that with the aloe vera, and that is 2 natural ingredients, and that is something good you could drink. So Cynthia, yes, that's what we call it, and it makes nice tea. Okay, see what I mean? Yes, this is what, and I used to love, and that's how I know that it would be. I used to love that tea so much. They never normally make it often, but I used to love it, just the taste of it, and now it's like one of my favorite things to use on my salad, whatever it is that I am cooking. Now, AJ, has anyone tried? I gotta make sure I'm not. Would love to. I don't know what you're talking about. Diatomycetes. I don't know what that is. Is that something natural? If it's not natural, oh, my phone is gone. If it's not natural, or is it what is it? Let me know what is it, because I don't know, and I don't know if I pronounce it right either. But I'm saying or diatomaceous. Tell me if I'm pronouncing it right. What is that? I don't know what is it. Please enlighten me, because I am here to learn. Also, Jesse, can you not get protein from peas, bean, nuts, dark green leaf vegetable? Can you not make your own cheese from almond, etc.? What are you saying? Yes, you can get protein from peas, beans, nut, dark green leaf vegetable. Those are rich in protein, and most people that are vegan or vegetarian, they tend to turn to these, the peas and the beans and the nut and dark leaf vegetable for their protein. Can you not make your own cheese from almond, etc.? Well, some people might, if they have excess. Like me, I have to buy a little bit back for how much penny. But if there's somewhere where you can have, try to do those things, then you can. And also, if you have the time, I hope I'm understanding. You're talking to someone, so I hope I'm understanding what you are saying. All right, so if you're just joining, we were just talking about, things that you can use or drink that is natural, everything natural that you can eat or drink to flush the toxin out, and also to help you to do number two in a softer manner and a more creamier manner, and also to have it every day. Margaret, Cersei leaf, when boiled, are also used to flush the system. And yes, and I actually didn't know how big of a deal Cersei was, because when I was growing up, that was like a problem for us children to have to drink the Cersei tea. But this Cersei tea is something that you just go pick the leaf, you boil it, you drink it. It's like a regular tea, okay? For me, in the early 70s, and it's regular tea. Little did I know, and I actually learned about this pretty recently, how much Cersei is now valued. When you go to all these health food store, they're all packaging them and they're using it and they're swearing that is good for so many things. Now it's like it's so important. Back then, this was just a bitter tea that, if your belly hurt you or whatever, then they would just go boil some Cersei, and it's everywhere in abundant, okay? Now when I, go home, I'm bringing back Cersei tea in the form of a tea bag. However, I kind of have a problem. I find the tea bags not so strong because, I'm country girl, and I used to just pick the green bush, throw it in the pot, pour water, and boil a whole set. So now I brew like two, but it's vital now. When you talk to all these health conscious people, and it's all about Cersei, it's also all about, there's two, the sarsaparilla, and it's also all about the fever grass. We have a big old thing of fever grass in our yard, like just growing over, and just we just go pick fever grass. You're going to school early, you run and you pick the fever grass. Another leaf that people are really putting on high pedestal is another leaf that they call the soursop leaf. We have soursop tree. My father loved soursop so bad that he normally liked when the ice in the fridge tastes of the soursop, so he would just mix the soursop juice, put it in the fridge, and then leave it open for it to take over everything in the fridge, just because he wanted to taste the ice like soursop. But we also used to just pick that soursop leaf, throw it in the pot, put a little sugar, and we have soursop leaf tea. Now it is like, high commodity. So all of these bushes and stuff that, you find them in the health food store, and most health food store, you're going to find them nowadays in those little package. And a lot of times, I don't want to use the big T word. Next thing they're thinking I'm promoting something, but you can also find it like at GMC and all of these things. Some of them come in, whatever they created there. All right, so we are just talking about elimination, guys. Eliminating toxin from the body for you to feel better about yourself. Mr. Fitness, my former trainer, had me do 100 squats each time. If you want to be a part of the squat challenge, go over and join our Facebook page. We're going to be starting a squat challenge on Monday. Monday, we're starting the squat challenge. It's already on the page, exactly what you need to do. Day one, we're doing like 15 squats, which is pretty easy, and it's going to keep building up. The link for the Facebook page is below, so if you want to join the squat challenge, go over there. It's really good, and we also can share, little videos and doing the squats, so it's good. So definitely do that. I did a squat challenge a couple of years ago, and I find it to be really rewarding. It was a squat challenge with a what they call this one, with an app challenge to the end of it. So definitely, if you want to continue losing the weight, go and join our 30 days weight loss challenge Facebook page, because it's happening over there. All right, any question? If you're just joining and you have a question, we go ahead and comment. Dandelion, soursop, orange peel, and lime leaf all make delicious tea, like really and truly delicious tea. Avril, blend the whole aloe vera, take nothing off, an alkaline or distilled water. Well, I know someone that normally take the aloe vera gel out, and that aloe vera gel, they would blend it up and make hot water to it, make a bottle of aloe vera water, keep that in the refrigerator, and drink a glass every day. But when it comes on to the peel, what he would do with that peel is put the peel in water, let it sit in the water for a couple of days, and then he would drink that water as bitter. And that person normally looks so good, like, you know, but I tried it, to be honest. I tried the peel water, and it was like so bitter, and I feel like it itches me, so I didn't really, you know, take it up. Now I want to go back to trying the aloe vera again. However, what I plan on doing with the fresh aloe vera is I'm gonna just cut like a little piece every day from the leaf and take out the gel, and I'm gonna try to swallow it. I'm gonna try to and I think I shared a little video a couple of months or probably a few years ago where I show how I chop the aloe vera in small pieces, and then I just put it in my mouth, and then I just drink some water. I'm gonna try to go back to doing that so I could, you know, get that bitters. The bitters is good, and especially if you drink a lot of sweet juice and stuff like that. If you try the aloe vera but anything you're gonna try, even though they're natural, and if you feel anything excess is no good, any underlying issue, consult your doctor to find out. Everything we're talking about on the chat right now is not medication. It's just natural things that people eat and drink, like the Serum and all of that. But anything else that you're going to try that, you know, you might interfere with your condition, always consult your doctor. The reason for this challenge is that everything we're doing here is natural. No additives, no preservatives, just plain natural leaf that you pick from the tree, and, you know, things that people have been eating and drinking for years. I grew up drinking mint tea. We have everything on our land. We have mint, we have lemon. No, we didn't have lemon, we have lime. We have mint, we have lime, we have soursop. My grandma's house, we have Serum, we have the basil tree, and we have like sarsaparilla, and we also have like nutmeg. We have a big old nutmeg tree. We have cocoa, which is chocolate, and we also have coffee. So we have a whole set of things. So that's how was raised, with all these natural stuff. Now I'm coming on and I'm talking about Serum, and, you know, people might be like, you gotta be my Serum, but Serum is just a bush for me because that's what I grew up drinking. I just have to say these things, guys, because, you know, we're talking to a wide, you know, variety of people, and we just want you to know everything that we're talking about is just natural stuff, natural bush, nothing that is, you know, off. All right, so bushy tree, busy tree. Oh, Cynthia, where are you from? Cynthia, you know about busy? Yes, we had that too. We had a busy tree, and some of you might not know what busy is. Busy basically is cola, and that's what they used to make Coca-Cola. It's the cola nut, but we call it busy. We normally grate that and boil it, and then we you know, strain it and put milk in there and cinnamon powder, and that's what we drink. That's like the sweetest tea. Like, oh, I haven't had that for years, but that is good. And we normally do our own chocolate too, where we they parch the chocolate, which is the cocoa. We have it to chop it open, they take the seed out, throw it outside to dry, and something when it is dried, and this is all true, guys, this is how I was raised, and when it is dried, then we just take it up, and my grandma used to roast it, like they put it in a drum and they roast it, and after it is roast, then they have a thing, I call it a mortar, but anyway, they throw it in and they take this thing and they beat it and they create all this fat, honestly, and then they take it up and they make those balls. Up to today, that is one of my favorite tea. That is one of my favorite tea to drink. I only have it at Christmas time now because when my family is coming up, I always like, oh, you got to bring me some, we just call it chocolate. You got to bring me some chocolate. And when they come, you know, years ago, we normally grate it and put it in the pot. Now, modern days, you just throw the whole chocolate in the pot and it just melts. You strain it off and you sweeten it with your milk and your sugar, and it's just nice. Okay, all right, enough of me talking about those, you know, many herbs and bushes and stuff like that. But in all fairness, that's how I was raised. Coffee tree also, I used to pick it from the tree with my grandmother. Yes, and we also used to sell it. There used to be a big truck that come and they would put a ruler in it and all of that. All right, so golden child, protein from all that you mentioned. However, it's tough to maintain a high protein diet. That is why on this live and this weight loss challenge, everything that we do, we're trying to do high protein only 2 days. So every 2 days, and it's only for this week. It only for this week. After the challenge is going to be over, but when the challenge is over, then you're going to customize it. 2 days of the week you can do high protein. 1 day of the week you can add little carbohydrate, and the next day you can, you know, mix it up, do the meal replacement. This was the only week and not every day, because on every 3 days you are allowed to eat some carb because you want to balance things out. But I know for some people, especially for people that like a lot of pasta, a lot of dumpling. I use the word dumpling a lot, guys, because I like dumpling. I'm a dumpling person. Dumpling and rice. If you love all of that kind of thing, then you know you struggle to begin with for the high protein. And also sometimes you know the type of a protein that you need, depending on where you live, might not be lucrative for you to have a high protein diet. So you want to try to twist things around and make things work for you. So Jill, yes, basil and bay are good. And if I cook with bay leaf, when I actually, it was somebody who actually told me that I could cook with the bay leaf. I didn't even know that bay leaf, you know, you could cook with it. I know you know use it to make bay rum and all these kind of things. Now I go to the grocery and I'm buying my bay leaf. The way I use the bay leaf, however, I don't normally use it to make a tea. I normally use it when I'm making rice. Like let's say a stew. Mostly like stew. When I'm making stew, you put a bay leaf in it. When I'm making rice, I put a bay leaf in the rice, and that's how I use the bay leaf. That was introduced to me by a lady that I met, and she actually teaches me how to use the bay leaf like that. But to make it and drink it, I never really tried as a tea. But now that you're saying that it's good with the basil, I might just give it a try. So I put bay leaf in my red beans. Yes, any form of a stew, the bay leaf tend to give it a nice flavor. Okay, all right. So it's Saturday night, and hi family, hi. How are you? Any? How can I prepare them? How do I use them, please? Bay leaf and basil leaf. Should I drink them with what? Basil. Just add these herbs to your whatever you're cooking. Or if you're making basil leaf tea, it's just 2 leaves of basil with a cup of water. You boil that and you just turn it off and drink it. That's as simple as it gets. And I assume it's the same thing with the bay leaf. And if not, you just whatever you're cooking, you just drop the basil in it. Or you can actually chop basil like very, very fine and sprinkle it over your salad. You can, like, you get your regular dinner, and if you like the taste of basil, you can chop it up fine and just pour it over, just sprinkle it over whatever you're eating on your dinner plate. If you're making like steamed vegetables, when you finish steaming the vegetable, you can chop up some basil, pour it over it and mix it up, and that's how you get your basil intake. If you want to drink it as a tea, just 2 leaves of basil, and boil it like you boil any or brew it. I would prefer to boil since it's fresh basil. Pour the hot water, cover it up, leave it for about 3 minutes or so, and then you drink it as a tea. Easy, easy, easy peasy. All right, Margaret, for those who fry, you can also add the bay leaf to the oil to cut the smell of the oil. Yes, especially if you have like a fryer where you tend to leave that oil and reuse the oil. The basil, the bay leaf is going to have to cut down on what word we use, as we call it, rancid. So it have to prevent the oil from getting rancid. Really, really good. All right, so All right, so that is my time. I promised to do 1 hour tonight. So if you're just joining, we are actually almost at the end of our 30 days weight loss challenge. Our final night is on Monday, really, but we're coming back on Tuesday for our weigh in. I'm going to be on Monday and Tuesday just to motivate you to come back on Tuesday with your weight. So definitely come back. We still is doing the challenge. It's not over. We have Sunday, we have Monday, 2 more days. 2 more days, you can actually lose another pound or two. Or if you have gained back something, you can try it. And that's why we talk about, getting the system flushed out so that you can flush out the extra pound, right? So definitely continue to do what you're doing. What are we doing on this challenge for the other 2 days that is left? We're eating a high protein, low carb diet. I'm using the word diet, but we're really not dieting. You're eating half of the amount that you normally eat. You're doing a meal replacement, so you're either replacing one meal with a smoothie or with a small salad. We're also working out. And here's a trick. If you can work out tomorrow and Monday, that's going to help you a lot. Move, and drink your water. We're drinking 48 to 64 ounces of water every day. We're not eating after 7 p.m. And I honestly, today was a bad day for me in terms of meal. I had one meal today and I had a sensible meal. And I was busy working, to be honest. I was busy working and, time just catch up on me. And it's an old habit that I'm trying to break. I'm trying to break the habit. I'm trying to make sure to eat something, early in the morning, but it's not working out. Well, it didn't work out today, but but I had a meal earlier and I'm just gonna drink some water. That also gonna help me probably to think there, to get rid of the extra 2 pounds that I need to lose for the challenge, or a pound and a half. But we'll see how it goes. So those are some of the things we're doing, and keep doing it for the next 2 days because the challenge is not over. Do not stop. Do not stop. Because if you stop, you're just going to fall right back, and all the effort that you put in for the whole month, even if you have lost only 2 pounds, it is still good because it's kind of help you to drink at least more water. It also is trying to help you to try to eat late earlier. It also is helping you now to know that you should try to sleep. So no matter who you are, you should have reaped some form of a benefit from this challenge. And I know a lot of you have, reaped some form of a benefit or learned something. I learned a lot from you. Like today I learned a new word, no Paul. Like I learned so much, and I'm in the learning process. I don't know everything. I try to research and I try to share and I try to learn from all of you. So do not give up. And remember, go ahead and join our Facebook page so you can continue with the challenge to lose weight. We're going to be back on tomorrow with our regular Sunday chit chat, which is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And on Monday, we're back on with our last day of the challenge. And then Tuesday, which is the final night for the live, we're going to come in with our weigh in and how much we weighed. And then we're going to also discuss how was the challenge for us and for every one of you, and where you think we went wrong, what you think we could do better, because it's not perfect. It's just something we're starting to do. So come with your notes on Tuesday, but join in on Monday for the last motivation before weigh in. And keep drinking your water. Don't eat after 7 p.m. Try to work out. Try to get the workout in. Find a time that is most comfortable for you to get your workout done. And remember, cut back on the excess of sugar, cut back on the sugar, and try to do the meal replacement. Works like a charm. That's my time for tonight. I love you guys. And no, when the show is over, I wish I could tell you that I am going to go rest now, but I have some more work to do, which I might be working until 12 tonight. But it's all good. It's all good. Be good to yourself. It's the weekend. If you live somewhere where it's cold here in New York City, cover yourself, get yourself a cup of tea. If it's, after 8, it's 8:35 here, so don't go with no sugar in it, but sip on something and treat yourself tomorrow. If tomorrow is your day that you could eat a little bit of a carb. Just treat yourself and feel good about yourself. Drink your water. Drink the lemon, cinnamon, apple cider tea, 1 cup full and empty stomach in the morning, and another at about 8 p.m. I'm actually going to be doing that for 1 week. I've been doing my turmeric, so I'm going to be doing the lemon, turmeric, cinnamon, and ACV for 1 week straight, and to see how it's going to work for me. All of my results is going to be on the Facebook page, so join me over on the Facebook page for, you know, this kind of update, and share this recipe on our Facebook page. JC, please join our Facebook page if you can, and if you can, share the recipe with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone. We miss Lucy so much today, but as I said, she has been good, and you know, maybe she didn't want to talk about her cooking. Anyway, we are all good. I love you, and join me tomorrow if you can, 4:30 for our regular Sunday chit chat where we talk about skincare. Be good to yourself, love yourself, and take care of you, because if you don't, no one is going to do it for you. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.